Dun, 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 dun. All right, in 3, 2. Hey friends, welcome back again. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. This is another advanced class. We are going to be working on our active standing splits, and this is my kind of warm-up. But as always, beginners are welcome. You just want to fully warm up your body the way you're used to warming up. But I guess the poses are pretty accessible to even beginners. It's just going to be looking a lot different if you are a beginner versus advanced. But I always encourage beginners to try advanced classes because then you can see where the room for improvement is in your practice. So the whole class is going to be a flow, but then at the end part is where I will show you how to get that active standing splits. If you like a beginner version of this, let me know in the comments. We can do that with the wall if you're really just starting to get your splits or active standing splits strong. All right, when you're ready, all you will need is your yoga mat, and let's begin. All right, let's start standing anywhere on your mat. Let's close our eyes first. Feet together or feet apart, depending on you. Relax your shoulders, roll your shoulders back and down, making sure they're away from your ears. And you can close your eyes with me. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And exhale. One more time, just like that. Breathe in. And slowly breathing out. Open your eyes. Welcome to our free flow. Let's inhale, reach our hands up overhead. Palms to touch, and exhale, you're going to swan dive all the way down to your first uttanasana. May you have bent knees, straight knees. You're just going to start to pedal your feet, bending one knee at a time. You could grab your ankles, the mat, wherever you want. Continuing to bend one knee at a time. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Now take a bend in your knees. I like my feet together and knees together when I reach my utkatasana. Hands all the way up, chair pose. Breathe in, rib cage in, navel in, exhale, strong core. Good job. Palms to touch, bring it down to your heart space, coming onto your tippy toes. We're going to find our balance, focusing one point in front of you or down. And then bring it down. Again, heels up, tippy toes, heels down. Let's do this for 5 more. 5 up, down, 4 up, down, 3, down, rib cage is in, 2, strong core. Last one, we're gonna hold this and hold as you come all the way up to your standing position, finding your balance, holding this tippy toes all the way. Straighten your knees if you can. Reach your hands all the way up, breathe in. And exhale, swan dive down, heels down. Beautiful job. Let's reach our hands up to rise, breathe in. Exhale, swan dive down. Last one. Breathe in, reach up. And exhale all the way down now. Uttanasana. Good. Flatten your palms or fingertips all the way, halfway lift. Breathe in. And exhale, you're going to step your feet to your downward facing dog. I'm going to be using my fingertips, so option to use your fingertips or flatten your palms on the mat. Okay, and now we're just going to start to roll our spine forward and rolling it back as you find your breath. So either inhaling forward and exhaling back, or maybe you like it the other way around. Find your own breath rhythm with your own movement here. Feeling each vertebra move as you roll forward and back. Good. Now let's drop our forearms down, finding a dolphin pose. Good. And we're going to walk our feet towards our forearms closer. Good. And then walk it back. Good job. Now we're going to find our forearm planks as you walk back. Adjust yourself on the mat. Ideally, you like your shoulders stacked above the elbows. Okay? You could also clasp your fingertips if this is more comfortable for you. And this way, you can have your elbows to closer towards each other. Let's start to roll or to shift our weight forward and back. And let's start to draw a rainbow with our bum to the right and to the left. We're now going to warm up our waistline here and our full body as we burn in this forearm plank. Just breathing normally, rainbow shape. Good. Feeling the obliques work here. To the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Good job. Now steady forearms. We're going to walk our feet again closer to your elbows, finding your dolphin shape. And from here, you're going to come to your tippy toes, bring your heels down. Tippy toes, heels down. Again, tippy toes, heels down. Now from here, I want you to look to your toes, thread your head to your arms. Breathe in, breathe out. Stay here. We're going to burn our forearms for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees down, coming in to our camel pose. So cup your heels with your hands, push your hips forward and up. Look up if you like, and stay here for 10. Breathe. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit on your heels. Good. And coming back onto our downward facing dog. Find your down dog. Good. Now from here, we're going to roll our spine forward and roll back. Now as we roll forward, you're going to come into your high plank. Okay? Shift your weight forward, shoulders past the wrist, chaturanga, upward dog, and downward facing dog or child's pose, whichever you like. I just can't do a lot of down dog because my wrist is really still pretty injured here, my right wrist. All right, so wherever you are, downward dog or child's pose, we're going to come again to our camel pose. So adjust yourself. I'll wait for you in our camel position. And this time, I'm going to point my toes back so that my toes are really flattened, or the tops of my feet. Camel pose, ustrasana. Lift your hips forward and up. We're staying here. We're going to open the shoulders wide and slowly dropping your head if that feels good for you on our second camel pose. I really like to do this on the second camel as I'm warmed up already. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. We're going to come to a little bit faster pace, all right? Coming out of the pose slowly. Curl your toes under, and you're going to drive your feet together and knees together as you come all the way up to your Utkatasana. Knees up first. Find your balance in this position and straighten or standing up, finding your Utkatasana in our tippy toes. Good job. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Coming back up to stand. Good. Step your right foot forward, left foot back. Hover from the mat, point the toes as you bend the back knee. Grab it with your left hand, either your foot or your ankle, as we find our dancer's pose. Right hand all the way up. Bringing it all the way down. Kick that back foot all the way up. Good. Stay here. Breathe. Beautiful job. Slow and controlled, you're gonna bring that foot down, crossing it behind the other leg. Beautiful job. And you're gonna try to bend that standing knee. If you're only up here, that's fine, stay there. If you can go lower all the way, then that's fine. Good job. Now from here, you could just sit down with me, and then you're gonna stack that arm or right foot to above that left knee, like a figure 4 shape. Reach up, breathe in, and exhale as you fold down. Beautiful job. One more time, breathe in, and then breathe out. Fold down. Good. And then from here, breathe in here, and then you're gonna drop that right fingertips or hands down as you come onto that right knee up. Boom. No pressure on the knee. You're gonna reach and side stretch here. Breathe. And dropping that bum as you sit down, taking our one-legged straight compass pose. Grab that right ankle with the left hand, and you know what to do if you're always here. And you're just gonna transition to your compass pose. Straighten that right knee, threading your head to that arm. Stay here and breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Figure 4 shape. You're gonna drop that again, foot, slow and controlled to that shape. This time, you're gonna have that right foot down as your left hand goes behind you. Right hand will now sweep up. So same concept, right? But kind of a side plank, but this time we're on the opposite leg, and you're gonna drive your bum down in this shape. Good. Sitting down, breathing in as you bring your hips up, and exhale as you sit down. Good. Let's do it again. Breathe in, and exhale, sit down. Last one, breathe in, and from here, you're gonna drop your forearms down wherever you are on the mat. Doesn't really matter if you're off or on the mat, and we're just gonna shift our weight more forward and up. Now slowly, you're gonna crawl your feet towards your elbows, finding your dolphin shape. Stay wherever you're comfortable in your dolphin, and we're gonna reach our left leg all the way up. Dolphin or 3-legged dolphin. Good. You could either point the toes or flex, or maybe you wanna do it over and over, pointing and flexing. Good. Bending that knee and sending it into your chest. Good. Lifting it up, and then bend the knee to the opposite direction of that leg. To me, is the right? And you're bending and back bending now here. Staying there. Breathe. Straighten that left leg, and you're gonna bend the knee, tap that left shoulder. Good. Lift it up, straighten, tap again the left shoulder. Beautiful job. Last one. Straighten and tap the left shoulder. Beautiful job. Now drop that left foot down. Dolphin pose. We're gonna do that on the other side. Lift the right leg all the way up. Point the toes and flex. Breathe. Good. Now open it up as wide as you can. Bend the right knee, point it to the opposite direction, to the left now this time for me. And then see if you could lift the head up, right? Feel that stretch. Good. And then bring it all the way up, straighten that knee, and tap the right shoulder this time. Bend the knee and straighten for 3. Bend and tap the shoulder, 2. Last one, bend and tap, and reach all the way up. Drop it down, and coming into, again, our camel shape. All the way, ustrasana. Good job. Stay there. Feel the back bend after that dolphin shape, right? Feels good. Sitting down, slowly. Good job. Now from here, we're gonna come into our Utkatasana in our tippy toes, all right? Curl the toes under, lift the knees from the mat, inhale, reach up, and exhale as you slowly come up to your Utkatasana, chair pose, keeping the bent knees. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1, coming all the way up to stand. Left foot steps forward, right knee hovers behind you. Pointed toes as you bend that knee. Grab the right ankle with your right hand, either your foot or your ankle. Left hand sweeps up. Breathe in. And exhale, drop the left hand down as you kick the right foot up for your dancer's pose on the other side. Stay there. Focus for 3. Breathe. A long 2. Breathe. Long 1. Good job. This time you're not going to drop. Left hand will slowly drop down, coming into your sugarcane pose. So you're going to find your balance as you drop the fingertips fully and then open up the hips here. Open up the groin area. This is your sugarcane pose. Good job. And then from the sugarcane, we're going to do the same thing what we did on the other leg. If you remember, loosen that right ankle. Good. And then you're going to send that right leg behind you, cross it to the other leg, like a pistol squat, but like, I don't know what you call this in other term, and then stay here. Okay, let's hold this for 3. You could either point the toes or flex 2. And 1, sit down on your bum, coming into our cross-legged seated position. Good job. Inhale, reach up, and exhale to fold. Inhale up, exhale to fold. Inhale, exhale. Now from here, stay there. I like you to interlace your fingers behind you. I like my index finger out. And from here, you're really gonna draw those index finger all the way up towards the sky. Feeling the fold, feeling your shoulders really opening or just internally rotating now as it's dropping down, right? But then your shoulder blades behind. If you can feel them touch together, that's great. If not, that's fine. Wherever you are, you're gonna come onto your seated position in your figure 4 shape, loosen the bind, and we're gonna do our compass pose. Grab that ankle with the right hand and finding your compass pose with that straight right leg. Good job. Stretch, feel your legs. Breathe. A few more. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly, we're gonna do our elephant trunk pose, okay? So have that knee hook to that left shoulder. Bring it all the way up, right? You could even open up your groin area to really help you hook that. And then drop that toe, point it down, and then you're gonna flatten your palms down. I'm gonna use my fingertips because again, I can't flatten my right wrist. Okay, point both of your toes, and for momentum, I like to breathe in and then holding my breath as I lift up. That's gonna depend on you, however you feel, okay? Inhale here for me. Holding my breath as I lift up for 3, holding my breath, 2, and 1. Exhale. Drop it down. Good job. Let me know in the comments how you like that. If you do exhale as you lift or you like to hold your breath, you gotta experiment. All right, that knee drops down as your left hand goes behind you. Right hand sweeps all the way up. Same thing what we did on the other side. And we're just gonna stretch. Breathe. 3. Stretch your side body. 2. Good. And 1. Drop it down. We're gonna do that on the other side. Right hand sweeps behind you. Left foot now will drop down, kind of like you're crossing that knee. And lift all the way up for 3. Inhale. And exhale to drop and sit. 2. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, we're gonna stay here. Inhale. Good job. And exhale, crossing yourself, dropping your forearms down. Clasp your fingertips if you like. Walking onto your dolphin. Now you can either stay here or if you're up for that challenge, let's take our Pincha Mayurasana, whatever shape you want. Okay, I'm just gonna puppy press here, the easy one for me. And then you can find whatever shape you like. We're just gonna hold. You could either get onto your straight line. And I'm gonna try to drop on baby bakasana. Slow and controlled. You could do whatever you want. And I'll meet you down. Good. I wanna hold it here for 5. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slide it all the way down, wherever you are if you followed along. And one last ustrasana with me, camel pose. Breathe, feel every part of your body. How did that feel for you? Coming back to sit down. Excuse my very messy hair. And how are you doing? Are you up for more? We're gonna do some more. All right. Now let's do some fingertip strengthening, shall we? Okay. Stretch your hands in a child's pose position. And then from here, flatten your fingertips. You're gonna come onto your fingertips. I want you to get a feel of which part is strong for you, either straight fingers or bent. Okay? Now from there, you're just gonna crawl yourself to your tabletop as you also wave your spine forward and back. Right? So forward, crawling yourself to your tabletop and waving your spine back. Good. You can start with his fingertips as you roll forward and back. And eventually, you're going to curl your toes under as you reach your tabletop, lifting your knees up, coming into your downward facing dog with your fingertips. Strong fingers here. Stay here. 5. Breathe. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. Now we're going to walk our feet towards our fingers slowly. Oops, I'm just gonna fix my mic and I'll meet you in forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift and exhale to fold. All right. Now from here, we're gonna reach our hands all the way up. Inhale and exhale, hands to your heart space. One more time, take a deep breath in. And exhale to your heart. Good. Now we're going to do more of that like pistol squats to strengthen, right? So I want you to stick out your butt, halfway lift or halfway down. Okay? Have your hands to your shins. Then from here, you're going to crawl slowly your fingertips towards the mat with your knees as straight as possible. Stick out your butt. Okay? Good. I don't want you to get a bend in your knees. I mean, unless you can't, right? But if you took this is advanced class, you got this. Right? So get a bend and straighten your knees. Bend and straight. Okay, we're just going to warm up this way, and you'll see what we're going to do next. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Okay, from here, again, stick out your butt. Good. Now, from your bent knees, you're going to come onto your hovered hands in a prayer position to your heart. Hover the right foot back. Good. Now, from here, drop it, and then hover the other foot back. Good. Let's do this alternately. Right foot up, drop. Left foot up, drop. As you bring the left and right foot up, you point your toes. Right? So really try to see how close you could give it to your bum as much as you can. Or tap your bum with your heel. Good. All right. Now again, reach your hands all the way up. Inhale. And exhale, you're gonna fold again to your uttanasana. This time, you're gonna lift that right leg back. Good. Now from here, you're gonna have your fingertips in front of you to just where it's comfortable. Right? Kind of like a supported warrior 3. And then you're going to slide that foot, that lifted foot, straight knees. Try to keep that right leg straight as possible, but the standing knee is bent. Cross it to the other leg, and then lift it up. Okay, we're going to do this 4, 5. Cross, up, 4, up, 3, up, 2, up. Last one, and up. Now, you're going to find your standing splits here. So you can crawl your fingertips to where it's comfortable for you. I like my right hand all the way straight, depending on what my standing leg is, opposite foot and hand. And then I grab my left hand behind my left leg or ankles as I find my standing splits. And I really am focusing on looking at one point down. And really point that right knee, or right toes rather, straight knees. Good. Find that stretch. You feel it. I'm not relaxed. Everything is working in me here for my muscles. Whew, sweat is dripping. All right, holding and dropping it all the way down. Good. Let's breathe in as we reach and rise all the way up. And exhale, hands to your heart. One more time. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, palms to your heart space. Good job. We're going to do that on the other side when you're ready. Going to inhale, reach up, then exhale to your uttanasana. Okay, forward fold. Flat back, halfway lift. Left leg sweeps all the way up. Good. Now crawl your fingertips in front. Ideally stacked on top of your shoulders, right? Point that lifted knee and lift it all as high as you can. Good. And you're going to cross it to the right leg or to the right side as you bend that right knee, that standing knee, okay? For 5. Lift it up, kick. Good. Bend. Good. 4. Bend. 3. Kick. Bend. 2. Bend. Whew, this is really going to burn your quads. You can even hold this position if you like. And last one. Up and 1. All right, now we're going to kick up all the way and hold this position, finding your standing splits. All right, all the way. Right hand now goes to my right ankle. Left hand for me is very straight as I really open up my groin area. I feel everything stretching. My hamstrings. Ooh, point that lifted toes. Point it all the way up towards the sky. Ooh. For 5, hold. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now drop it all the way down. Good job. Now you can wiggle your body here, knees bending one knee at a time. And I like my hands all the way behind my back. Now from here, I'm just going to wave here or shake my body to the left and to the right, kind of like a ragdoll pose, but with my hands crossed or arms. Exhaling and inhaling, breathing. You could have a bend in your knees here, and you could lean your belly to your thighs. Good. Reach up to rise. Inhale. And exhale, palms to touch. Bring it down to your heart space. Good. Okay. We're going to do one last thing, right? While I adjust my mic. Excuse my armpits. Very sweaty. All right. We're going to do our active standing splits. All right. And this is how I like to kind of warm up. That was kind of my warm up. You know what we did earlier, kind of like a pistol squat. Okay, this next one is how I practice my active standing splits, right? After that warm up, okay, we're gonna have our right knee. Let's start with the right knee up. And then I want you to hug your knee. Find your balance here and draw it close to your chest as much as possible with that standing knee straight. Really straighten that knee. I know it is very hard, but that's okay. You got this. Just to where you can keep your chest close to you, or your knee as close to your chest with the knee straight. So if your knee starts to bend here, bring your knee down to where you can keep it straight, just so you know where you're currently at, right? And making sure you're not hypermobile, or like you're not really extending too much if you have hypermobile knees. Holding, we're just holding this. Breathing. Focusing on that good form, so you want your posture to be good, right? Good, and drop. Let's do that on the other side. I'll face this so that you can see my left knee. Point that left toes as you draw that knee as close to your chest. So now see if you could give it as close without helping first. See how far you could go, right? So if not, if you can't go all the way up, now you could always, of course, now try to help now with your hand. If you have a good hip mobility, you could also lift and open it to the left side, right? But we're focusing first on this part where you can keep that standing knee straight. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, drop it down, and same concept with the knee when we do this active standing splits. If you cannot fully straighten your knees, you want to work on your hamstrings flexibility or your leg flexibility first, right? But this is for people that are, you could get your legs as straight. All right, let's start with the left. I like you to swing your left leg back, point toes, and from here, you're gonna have your hands facing forward, palms, and just have it to your sides, like a tadasana, right? Or mountain pose. Slow and controlled, you're gonna really, your vision or your, where you're looking is going to be in one line, and it's just gonna go down and up, right? I want you to visualize that if you have a stick, for example, in front of you, that's how you will have your vision. Okay? That's a good technique for your focus. Now again, sorry about that. Now you're gonna have your left foot all the way up, slow and controlled, kind of like finding your warrior 3 as you keep your torso really straight. The knee is gonna be straight as much as possible as you open up that left leg. All the way, keeping that standing. Again, if this is comfortable for you, for a lot of people, it's more comfortable to keep it bent. You could do that too, right? And then getting that belly and thigh connection. And then as you get the belly and thigh connection, from here, you can now keep that knee straight. And as you keep that straight knee, sending that left leg as high as you can. Good. Now, okay, wherever you are, you might not be this high. If you're way down here, that's fine. Just to where you can keep it straight, and then you're gonna drop again, standing position, tadasana, and do that on the other side. Okay, I'll face you so you can see my other leg. Right, so again, swing the right leg back, point the toes, have your hands like an airplane, right? You're flying. And then all the way to where you can keep that standing knee straight, as much as possible. It doesn't really have to be straight, just to where you can. And all the way, lift the right leg up. Now again, your torso is gonna be down than warrior 3 pose, right? All the way, hold this position to where you can keep it straight, and then drop. Okay, doing that on the other side. So you wanna do that over and over to build that active standing splits, okay? All the way, breathe in. Breathe out. And you will notice which leg is also straighter and harder for you. This is definitely my harder side. Eventually, you'll be able to go all the way up, right? And now you could keep your hands, of course, on the mat, right? Another option is you could keep your hands to your ankle. This is gonna be a lot harder, but if you're really up for that challenge, this is really gonna activate your standing splits so much. Okay, so I'm gonna do the opposite leg again, and you really wanna do this left and right, right? So just to make sure that they're even. So as you breathe in, and your now torso is closer down to that warrior 3 T shape, right? Or more down below that T shape or 90-degree angle. You could actually grab your ankle with both hands. Now this is gonna be really hard. You might need to just watch me and then do it later. And then kick that right leg up. Now again, it will be a trial and error. You will fall. That takes a lot of practice, right? And it's also really hard when you do this when you're talking. I tend to do this, really, I have to focus so much so. Like that. And now you can see my foot is really high. This is not how everybody starts. For sure, I just practiced this already a lot, but that's not how you might look, and that's okay, right? We all start somewhere. And then you just do that over and over. You could even have your hands in a T-shaped position. Sometimes this helps more with balance. And then I like to really grab my ankle, finding my balance. It's okay if you drop, just pick yourself back up, and you want your elbows splaying out again. From here, you want your elbows out. That would help with balance. So it's not behind, right? You want the elbows out. And finding, and everything is strong there. Whoo. All right. That is it. Let's take our sukhasana. To end this class, of course, you're welcome to go into Shavasana, whatever you like. That's just like a good warm-up for that standing active splits. All right, let's take a deep breath in. Reach your hands up. Exhale, palms down to your forehead and to your heart. One more time. Inhale, reach up. And exhale down all the way to your heart. Thank you so much, guys, for practicing with me on that one. Excuse my sweaty armpits. I did not really put on some sleeveless today. I forgot. I wasn't really intentionally wanting to film, but I was in the mood like, okay, maybe I'll do something. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you had fun. And if you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, especially if you're new here. Welcome. My name is Georgina, and thank you so much for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!